Want to learn English in a fun way? Listen to this story carefully. Without even noticing, you'll learn how to use useful structures in real situations. If you're serious about learning English, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the bell. New audio stories drop every single day. Let's begin. Liam had always dreamed of visiting Anfield. The stadium of Liverpool Football Club was more than just a place for him. It was a temple, a legend, a heartbeat. On that cloudy afternoon, he finally walked through the gates. His eyes were wide with excitement, and his steps were light. He had arrived early to take a full tour before the match. As he entered the stadium, the energy of the place seemed to grab him. Every brick, every stair, every flag seemed alive. He couldn't believe he was finally there. Liam walked around slowly, soaking everything in like a sponge. He kept his phone in his pocket. He didn't want the screen to come between him and the real moment. He made his way to his seat, lower tier, not too far from the pitch. The match hadn't started yet. The crowd was slowly building. The noise was growing like a wave. He sat down, took a deep breath, and leaned forward, elbows on knees. That was when he noticed something odd. Under the seat in front of him, there was something sticking out. Just a corner. It looked like paper. He leaned down slowly, careful not to draw attention. He reached out and pulled it free. It was a folded note. A little crumpled. The edges looked old. There was no name on it, just a small red symbol drawn in the corner. A simple sketch of the Liverpool crest. His heart started to beat faster. He opened the note carefully. The handwriting was messy, rushed, maybe even nervous. The first line read, "If you found this, it means you're meant to know the story." Liam blinked. The next part said, "There's something hidden beneath the flag behind the cop end. You won't believe it unless you see it for yourself. Look for the black mark on the wall." Liam sat still. Was this a joke? Some kind of fan game? But there was something about the note that felt personal, honest, real. He looked around. Nobody seemed to be watching him. The players hadn't come out yet. The flag behind the cop end was huge. He had seen it from photos, red, with "You'll never walk alone," written in bold white letters. Beneath that flag, was there really something there? He stood up slowly. His seat was far from the cop end, but he didn't care. He started walking, blending with the flow of people still finding their seats. The closer he got, the heavier his steps felt. Like he was stepping into something bigger than himself. At the edge of the cop, he waited for a break in the movement. Then he slipped behind a barrier, pretending he was lost. The giant flag hung above him, unmoving. He looked around. And then he saw it. On the back wall, behind the last row of seats, there was a small black smudge. At first glance, it could have been dirt. But when he looked closer, he saw it was a tiny painted arrow. Liam followed it. Behind a column, there was another mark, a dot this time. He felt like a character in a secret novel. He stepped into the narrow space between the back wall and the edge of the stadium structure. It was quiet there. The sounds of the crowd felt far away. Behind a loose brick near the ground, something caught his eye. The color was different. The brick looked newer. He touched it. It moved. His fingers shook slightly as he pulled it out. Behind it was a small hollow space. And inside, a tin box. He looked around quickly. Still no one. He opened the box. Inside were two things: a yellowing photo of a young man wearing an old Liverpool jersey, standing on the field with a huge smile, and another note. This one was shorter. "This is my father. He played here once, just once, many years ago. Nobody remembers him. But he made a promise to hide a piece of his dream here, for someone to find. If you're holding this, you're the one. Don't let dreams get lost. Pass them on." Liam stood there frozen. He looked at the face in the photo. Something in those eyes felt familiar. Like they still held fire, even after so many years. He placed the photo back gently. He looked at the crowd now filling the stadium, cheering and shouting, singing in unison. And he smiled. He understood what he had to do. He returned to his seat before the kickoff. But he didn't sit down. He kept thinking. This wasn't just about football anymore. It was about legacy. About memory. About not letting dreams fade into dust. After the match, a thrilling game with 2 goals and a lot of drama, Liam stayed until the crowd thinned out. He walked back to the cop end, quietly. He returned the box to its place, sealed it, and pushed the brick back in. But he didn't leave empty-handed. He had taken a photo of the young man with his phone, and more importantly, he had taken the message into his heart. Weeks later, back in his hometown, he started a blog. He called it Hidden Dreams. He wrote about his experience, but he changed some details. He didn't want the box to be disturbed. Instead, he invited people to look for their own hidden dreams in the places that meant something to them. The blog became popular among fans. People started sharing their own hidden memories of stadiums, matches, family moments. Some even began leaving their own messages in secret corners of stadiums around the world. And Liam? He never stopped walking into places with open eyes. Always looking. Always listening. For something small. Something hidden. Something meant just for him. And every time he watched a Liverpool match, even on TV, he imagined that box sitting quietly in the cop, holding on to a dream, waiting. And you, yes you, if you've listened this far, congratulations. Without even trying, you've just learned how to understand advanced English structures inside a thrilling story. That's the magic of storytelling. We drop new audio stories every single day. So like the video, subscribe if you haven't yet, and turn on notifications so you don't miss a single story. Now it's your turn. Comment below. What would you do if you found a hidden message in your favorite stadium? Let us know.